4-year window that went out of business. So instead of them basically soliciting it to the open market, they went ahead and solicited the contractors in the facility, and they was able to add it on. So I kind of grew that. I think probably like tripled that route, within probably about 2.5 years because of the add-ons. So that's definitely a way you can go about getting contracts added on. And like I said, it'll probably be converted into your initial contract, which really doesn't matter. Money's all that,
Yeah,
like you
yeah,
said, two contracts for one. It's kind of a
yeah.
moot point. So, um, let me get started. I know you got some things to get on. You got the vehicles and stuff situated. You got to work on that.
I did, man. We got the vehicles and everything situated up there.
Oh, okay, okay. That
Yeah.
that's a blessing. Um, and this is my name is Brandon. I'm talking to DeMarcus King, and he took my class, I believe, back in May of 2023. Or
That sounds about right, man. About May
okay,
2023. Yeah, that
okay.
sounds right.
Um, and I guess you got your first award, I would believe, was it right before Christmas of this year?
Yep.
Okay.
November.
All right. Yeah.
November.
So you got it going into peak season, which is kind of a blessing. Yeah, I talk in the class a lot sometimes. They don't necessarily solicit for regular, even temporary contracts during that time because they've got a lot of things going on. But like I said, you were able to come through and get them. So that works out. Um, Now, I know we talked about this a little bit else. Can you explain kind of just, and I know a little bit, just how the class really helped you? I know you were already doing some work through another contractor, so you were kind of doing the work, but you hadn't gotten the technical side down all the way, and it seems like you mastered that. So,
Yeah. So
um,
man, the class, I mean, it helped me tremendously. First off, it helped me, the beginning portion, just, kind of knowing like, terms and, the lingo that, everyone uses. Um, it helped showing, how to reach out to the different departments with the USPS. And I mean, a really big part that it really helped on was you breaking down the cost sheet. I mean, because I feel like that's really what it comes down to. So the
correct.
way you broke down the cost sheet, man, is kind of really what I used on all of my contracts. Especially there at the beginning, me really not knowing, you know, what to input and everything, like even though it has like on the number list, man, just the way you broke it down, I mean, it helped out tremendously, man. So
Okay. No, that's definitely a good thing. Like I said, and I'm glad I did. A lot of times I feel like I may put too much in there, overwhelm people in the class, but it's so much you need to kind of have. And a lot of it, like I said, and that's why I'm always, the mentorship and reaching back is a lot of it you're not probably going to remember. You're like, oh, I think I kind of remember that. I may need Brandon to refresh me on some of this, but at least you
mhm.
have a general idea. So if they kind of throw things out there, kind of make click, and then you can kind of go, okay, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Um, because a lot of it, like you said, when you get to your interaction with the contract specialist and sometimes the contract officer, it's more comfortability. Like you say, they're reaching out to you because now they feel comfortable. They know exactly what you're going to offer them and what you're capable of doing. So they don't, they're not worried. They can throw you anything and they know that you're going to go ahead and take care of it. So
Yeah.
um, that's definitely a good thing. Um, would you would you recommend this class to anybody?
Come
Just
on, man.
I
Come
had to
on.
go through the question. Like I tell people, I didn't. This isn't pre-recorded. I didn't give him the questions or anything. So these are just things we're gonna go through. But
Yeah,
I think I know, but I just like to hear that from you.
man. And what do they say now? 10 out of 10 would
10
recommend,
out of 10
man.
review. I
10
appreciate
out
that.
of 10, man. You gotta take that. You gotta take that class, man.
No, I appreciate that. But yeah, that's just kind of where I wanted to show some people, the progress, because like I said, you were really after it. And like I
Yeah,
said, you got the first one. I was like, that's good. And like I called back, they're like, they actually missed on the second one, which may have been a blessing of some sort, but you got the third one. And I was like,
yeah,
okay, he on his way. He ain't got much to worry about. He's in the door, he's moving. And like you say, and it almost when you start kicking down those doors, you somewhat put pressure on other contractors because
yeah,
employees are like, hey, this new company, I don't like the company. I see them growing. They look like they're on their way up. I want to be a part of that. And so sometimes you have a lot of that going on. But yeah, no, I definitely want to say thank you for taking the class, having the faith in me. Like I said, I know a
Yeah,
lot of, people, it's over the internet, Zoom. There's a lot of scammers and different things going on.
yeah,
So I appreciate you also having the faith in me and believing in what I offer. So
yeah. Man, I hope you just understand, you know, just how much. I mean, bro, you add a lot of value to people, man. You know, with doing this class, bro. Like, I mean, I don't know. We had talked about. I believe we talked about it. I was running a government contract. Last, I think we started it in 2022 in
okay.
August, and we end up and I was running it through a broker. So with the broker, they can just take you off at any time, and so they took me off of that contract February 23rd. And so, man, I was losing everything, man. And so that's why I said when I reached out to you, bro, it was like I said, I didn't even have the $200. And so, I reached out to you, did everything that you said do in your course, reach out to the different departments. And man, one thing led from another. Got that first contract in November. And then we got some more in December, man. And so I'm 5 contracts in now, bro. And so, man, you changed my family. You get a whole 360, bro. So man, I really appreciate you, bro. And that's
Okay.
why, man, I always reach out to you, man.
Yeah.
Anytime you need me to do any of these calls, man, I'll do them, man. Like, bro, I'm so grateful and thankful, bro.
Okay.
So
No,
grateful and thankful, man.
I'm glad to hear that. That really makes me feel good. Like I said, I know I'm doing good work, but like you say, especially when you see it, because I tell people all the time, they're like, why don't you ever? I say, I don't really bother people like that. I want to help them, and people move at their own pace. Some people may
Yeah,
just want to get the knowledge, and some people like, hey, I needed to be in this yesterday, and some people like, hey, I'm gonna
yeah,
gradually get started and go. So everybody's at their own pace. I don't want to push anybody. I always have my door open. So I definitely thank you for that. What I'm going
yeah.
to do is conclude this, and then we'll go ahead and talk a little bit more about what you want to speak to me about, just in regards to
Okay,
moving forward. Okay.
cool.
Let me
Thank you,
stop.
bro.
Oh, no problem. Let's see. Stop.